Good evening. God's blessing to you all. We are worshiping, celebrating the Eucharist in the shrine of Jesus, the divine Word. The Annunciation is when, as John 1:14 said, "And the Word was made flesh and dwelt among us." He had to become a human being because, as the second reading said, letter to the Hebrews, it is impossible that the blood of bulls and goats take away sins. Nung nagyabang yung mga high priest ng Jerusalem, we offered bulls and goats. Sabi lang ni Yahweh, kahit isang bundok pa i-offer ninyo, akin yan eh. So God so loved the world that He sent His only begotten Son. So why did the divine Word become a human being? Because according to Saint Anselm, even our own blood, not only bulls and goats, could not take away sins. Kahit umiyak ka pa dyan ng Coca-Cola, wala pa sa kalingkingan yan ng utang mo. Tayong lahat, bawat isa sa atin, pag tinampalasan natin ang utos ng Diyos, nilait natin siya. Walang hanggan siya, kaya ang ating pagtampalasan, ang ating paglait, walang hanggan din. So hindi mababayaran ng bulls and goats, hindi mababayaran ng ating sariling pasakit. And the Word was made flesh and dwelt among us because God so loved the world, so He sent His only begotten Son. At kailan nangyari ito? When Mary said, "Behold, the handmaid of the Lord. May it be done to me according to your word." So at that moment, yung sa second reading uli, "I come to do your will, O God." So it was the obedience of the divine Word who consented to become a human being, and He became a human being only because Mary said, "Behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord. May it be done to me according to your word." God sent an angel. Angel Gabriel was sent from God. In Hebrew, angels are called messengers. Malak Yahweh, messengers of God. So nasanay na lang tayo na may pakpak, mukhang holy. But God sends His malak to us also, not only to Mary. In the first reading, the Lord said through Isaiah, "The Lord Himself will give you the sign. The virgin shall be with child and bear a son, and shall name him Emmanuel," which means God is with us. The Lord Himself will give you a sign. So to every one of us, there is an angel being sent. Hindi yung may pakpak. Ba't baka ibang tao, baka yung nanay mo, minsan anghel talaga yan. Gaya ni St. Augustine. How was he converted? Narinig lang niya. May mga bata, may kanta-kanta parang nursery rhyme na tole legge. Take, read, kinakanta ng mga bata. Tapos nakita ni St. Augustine, may Biblia naman doon. Binuksan niya, Romans. Iwanan mo na yung mga kasamaan. At yun, ang malak Yahweh ni Saint Augustine na naging daan ng kanyang pagbabalik loob sa Diyos at ang laki ng kanyang serbisyo sa simbahan ay mga batang kumakanta lang, hindi nga alam ng mga bata. So God always gives us a sign. Maaring pangyayari, events, maaring things of nature. May isang nag-Agustinian, hinagingan ng lightning. Si Martin Luther yun. So ang ating problema, ang ibig kong sabihin ngayon sa inyo ay discernment. How to recognize the Malak Yahweh. How to recognize that a person, a thing of nature, an event was sent by God to ask you something. And God requires of you that you will also say, "Behold, I am the servant of the Lord. May it be done to me according to your word." So si Saint Ignatius was very strong. Always emphasized capacity to discern is a very great grace. That's what we should pray for today. Para makilala natin ang mga angel Gabriel na pinapadala natin sa atin ng Diyos, especially at turning points in our lives. Gagawa ka ng very important decision, kailangan ma-discern mo kung ano ang kalooban ng Diyos para sa iyo. Kaya ang daming malulungkot na tao ngayon, hindi marunong mag-discern. Bago temporary vows, 30 days retreat kami. Pati yung mga madre, yung mga brothers, lahat yung mamanata, vow of poverty, chastity and obedience, 30 days retreat para mag-discern. Kaya, last piece of advice, tinuturo namin sa mga bata ito, sa mga ALS. Sinabihan ako ng DepEd. Sinusubukan namin sa ALS. Ang hirap ng buhay. Hindi mo alam ang kinabukasan. How do you sharpen your thinking skills? Bilisan ko na lang. Systems perspective. Kasi ang universe, systems within systems yan. So tignan mo muna, sundin mo yung sinabi ni Joe Ayala. Ang lahat ng bagay magkaugnay. So look at all the connections first. Kasi minsan nag-analytic thinking kaagad tayo, pag hindi natin alam yung connection, hindi natin lubusang maunawaan. Kagaya ng critical thinking kaagad sa cell. Pero yung cell, konektado yan. Kasama yan sa either immune system, circulatory system, skeletal system, musculoskeletal system. So, systems perspective. Pag mayroong akala mo Malak Yahweh, tignan mo muna ang mga connection yan. At ang mga magiging problema. Gaya ni Mary, nagsasabing, how can this be? Pangalawa, analytic thinking na nga. Pero, ang mahalaga, na design thinking ang tawag dyan ngayon sa learning theory. Ano ang gagawin mo pag naka-discern ka na pagtawag sa iyo ng Diyos yan? Yung tinawag na maging doktor, maging engineer, kung ano ang pagtawag sa iyo ng Panginoon, kailangan magsabi ka, "Behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord, may it be done to me according to your word." On that depends your happiness on this earth and in the world to come. So mahalaga itong Feast of the Annunciation. Mahalaga sa Society of the Divine Word, SBD, kami yan. It is the moment when Jesus became a human being, thus giving us dignity. Mga anak na rin tayo ng Diyos. Kasi yung anak niya, naging kagaya natin. And then, gaya ng ating pagdasal kanina, we are given the chance to be partakers of divine life. Yung buhay ng Diyos mismo. Makibahagi tayo doon sapagkat pinadala niya ang kanyang anak sa laki ng kanyang pagmamahal sa sanlibutan. Yan ang ating pagdiriwang ngayong Feast of the Annunciation at ang ating pagdasal, makilala din natin yung Angel Gabriel na pinapadala ng Diyos sa important moments in our lives. Manalangin tayo na makagawa tayo ng tamang desisyon para hindi masayang yung pagkatawang tao ng ating Panginoon, para hindi masayang yung kamatayan niya sa krus, na sana sa kawalang hanggan makibahagi tayo sa buhay ng Diyos. Diyos Ama, Diyos Anak, Diyos Espiritu Santo. Amen.